Quran is written? The Quran is written in phases. So the first phases of the Quran, where Prophet Muhammad was trying to appeal to the Christians and the Jews to accept him, that's when he borrowed a lot from the Old Testament. This is why you see a lot of commonality between the Jewish faith and the Islamic faith. You know, Jews pray a few times a day, Muslims pray a few times a day. Jews wash their hands, Muslims wash their hands. Jews fast, Muslims fast. And so Muhammad wanted to create this religion that make it palpable to the Jews. So because nobody in his own city would accept him after 12 years of preaching. He goes to Medina and tries to convert the Jews. When they refuse to accept his religion, that's when he turns against them. That's where the new verses in the Quran, especially like Surah 9, that's when he talks about the law of an-nasakh wal-mansukh, the law of abrogation. That means if there is any verse in the latter verse of the Quran that contradicts the verse before it, or any verse that came before it, the first verse is erased and the latter verse becomes the law. And after the Jews refused Prophet Muhammad after the year of the Hijrah, when he went to Medina, when he became when he turned against them and they became the enemy, that's when we see all the violent verses in the Quran against the Jews and the Christians, against the people of the book, against, you know, they call the Jews najas. And so this is why when the radical Islamists and the moderate Islamists get into a debate, the radicals always win because the law is on their hand. Because a Muslim is allowed to lie. Then he can even place his hand on the Quran, swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, fully knowing he is lying, yet he knows he is forgiven by his Allah because he is lying to advance Islam. So when you have organizations in America like the Council on American Islamic Relations, or these imams who are reaching to churches for interfaith dialogue, actually, let me take it back. When you see pastors reaching to imam for interfaith dialogue, because it's never the other way around. When the imams lie to them, the pastor take it at face value because the pastors believe, well, an imam couldn't be lying to me. He's a man of the cloth. He's just like me. And this is how the Islamists have been able to lie and deceive and infiltrate and dominate in certain areas because they are using this lying law, an-nasakh wal-mansukh, and it's called taqiyya, the law of taqiyya, in order for them to deceive the infidels. That's how they overtook Europe. They're overtaking Europe, and that's how they're starting to do it in the United States.